What's up, guys? I'm here on Shakuras Plateau. We have Kowi, the yellow Protoss, against Clash Panther Grandmaster Terran, pink Terran. Both these players are very skilled, very high level. So we should be in store for a really awesome match between these guys. See what they're gonna do. PvT is a pretty exciting matchup. If it gets to the late game, you have that awesome battle of Templar versus Ghosts, and then obviously Colossus versus Viking. I mean, both players have to be aware of what their opponent has, so they can adjust their builds accordingly. But we'll see if it gets that far. There's a lot of tricks both the Terran and the Protoss can do to try to end the game quicker than that, or do some critical damage. Anyway, nothing too out of the ordinary yet. Let me go turn off. I want to turn the sound down a little bit. Sorry, I know I shouldn't be doing this right in the game, but nothing's started yet, so I'm gonna do it anyway. So we do have a gateway going down for Kowi, so nothing too unusual. A lot of minerals built up. Is he going to go a command center first? It looks like he is. So we are, once this hits 400, we should see the CC go down. Yep, there's the command center. And we do have a gas built for Kowi. So I mean, he'll obviously go some kind of more tech build before he gets his command center. Income tab. With that chrono boost, obviously the Protoss player will get a slight early lead. And now we have the barracks building for Clash Panther, so that will delay. I mean, getting the command center first out, he'll have that double SCV production, but it will obviously delay his mule production. But we do have two barracks going down at the same time for Clash Panther. No gas yet, so he's just gonna build up his barrack structure, get a lot of SCVs. You can see his money's very low. He does need a supply depot. I guess he's actually timed it so it'll finish with this, so he won't need a supply depot. So that's pretty cool. But he is getting kind of harassed by the Pro, but it looks like he'll be fine. Yep, pulling the injured one, sending a new one back to finish the command center. And as that finishes, bam, 10 more supply. And wow, that was actually really nice. He got both the orbitals finishing at the same time, so he has that build smoothed out very nicely. And we do see a bunker going out for Clash Panther, so he wants to be safe against any kind of gateway pressure from Kowi. Taking a look back at Kowi's base, he won't be putting on any strong pressure right now because he is getting his robotics facility. He only has one gateway, hasn't spent very many chronos on his warp gate. So it looks like he's probably going to, my guess is he's going to expand, once he kind of figures out what Clash Panther's done. But I mean, he has seen the command center, so he knows, okay, there can't be, a ton of pressure coming right away for him. But yeah, and there is no gas yet for Clash Panther, so yeah, he's kind of delaying his tech in favor of getting more barracks up, getting more SCVs out. And we do have a warp prism for Kowi. That's so awesome. I love warp prisms. They are, I was really sad when, people never used them before they got buffed, but now that they've been buffed, a number of patches ago, everyone seems to be using them. And, once they get that speed upgrade, they're even more awesome. But, no speed yet, as there isn't a support bay. We do have 4 more gate. Oh wow! So he is gonna. Looks like he's going to do some kind of pressure with this warp prism with 4 gates, and it doesn't have an expansion. So yeah, he's going to try to do some damage right now. And I'm gonna take a look at Clash Panther's view, and he sees the 4 gates. He sees the warp gate. So, he knows something is up. Let me take a look. I mean, he only has Marines. Let me pull up the unit tab. 10 Marines against, I mean, 10, that's a lot of Marines. I mean, he has the bunkers at the front, but with the War Prism, he will be able to bypass them. And the War Prism now moving into the Terran player's base, going behind the mineral line, now dropping out 3 Stalkers and a Sentry. Oh, the Sentry gets away, but no damage has been done. The War Prism still trying to find a good angle, taking more hits on that shield. The shield has 4 HP left. Oh, dropping a Sentry, losing a Sentry instantly. That was not good. Oh, and the Marines might be able to take out the Warp Prism, but the Warp Prism just gets away. But it is cornered. I don't think the Warp will be able to, he might be able to sneak off the bottom, but Clash Panther is very smart. Oh, and he lets the Warp Prism get away up there. Didn't have the Marines up here. I wonder if he will decide to unload. Oh, but he sees it. Clash Panther sees the Warp Prism. He's following it like a panther, stalking his prey. But the War Prism, Kowi, I mean, he really can't be doing this pressure anymore, because War Prism or Clash Panther is on top of it. He is not going to let this War Prism do any damage whatsoever. And you know, this really has set Kowi behind. Oh, and the War Prism goes down. That's a huge win for Clash Panther, but at the same time, a lot of Zealots coming into the front, followed by an Immortal. This first bunker getting taken down very quickly with that Immortal. The second bunker is empty, but with all those SCVs and infantry units, Kowi wisely pulls back, reinforcing with some gateway units. He has 1 sentry, that's it. Not very many force fields. You know, force fields very strong in combination with Zealots, so the infantry units cannot kind of kite away from it. But you know, Clash Panther is up by 12 or a lot of the 12 workers. Kowi just got his expansion out, so I mean that Kowi, you know, with his build really needed to do significant damage with his War Prism, especially going up against this, you know, fast CC, and at the same time, you know, Clash Panther has a huge supply lead and, you know, fairly good army lead too. So the Clash Panther keeps playing well, stays on the lookout for any more, you know, drops or anything. He should be fine. He will see this pylon here and take it out. At the same time, Kowi does have an observer, so he kind of sees what's going on. He, I wonder if he's seen. Yeah, so he knows it's a, you know, pretty standard, you know, infantry build. There's medevacs are just being produced. Yeah, there aren't any medevacs on the field yet, but now they will be pumped out of this reactor starport. And nice, I like this. He has an SCV patrolling, because he knows Kowi wanted to do Warp Prism play, so having that SCV there will help him spot it earlier. But this is a lot of units for Clash Panther. 30 Marines and 6 Marauders, but a Colossus is out. Range is not done, but this really is not a lot of units. I mean, even that 1 Colossus, if without good force fields, but he does, I mean, he does have enough energy for, so I don't know, about 3, I would say 3 force fields, maybe 4 in a second, and so he would need those force fields to be perfect. But I mean, I don't think Clash Panther would want to rush up there. But I mean, what he could do, I mean, he could drop the main and do a considerable amount of damage. But I mean, it looks like he's content. Oh, he is going to do the drop play in the main. We'll see how Kowi reacts to this. I mean, if he pulls all his forces, this group of units could then come into the natural. Oh, and he's stuck at the ramp. The drop goes down in the main. 1 pylon should get taken down. He's not focused firing. Now there's the stim. Oh, and it's going after the robotics bay. This will be huge. Thermal Lance is not done, and the robotics bay goes down. Not in the Tosis pylon, but 1 gateway should get down. Will he focus fire? And then at the same time, Kowi is pushing out against this small force, pulling all of his probes. But at the same time, Clash Panther is completely wrecking the infrastructure of Kowi. And there's the GG from Kowi. Too much for Kowi to handle. Clash Panther, very well played game.